bit interrupted, but nevertheless, everyone is smiling on the podium. Congratulations again, and guys, these are your trophies. Take them and just raise them up into the air till our photographers are happy. Michael, same for you. Take the trophy, and I wait for the smiling photographers. If you like, you can get together a bit closer. The pictures just look better. And I'll say, thank you very much, gents. The champagne is yours.
So there you have it, there's a champagne moment. My favorite part about doing DTM commentary is hearing Ollie Sittler tell people on the podium what they should be doing. It cracks me up every single time. The guy's an absolute legend. Hopefully you've all heard him in DTM previous years, and you would have heard him maybe in the Touring Wagon Legends commentary. The guy is an absolute legend of DTM. But him telling people how to act on a podium is my personal favourite part of the weekend. Here's your final positions then. Ben Green finished in 3rd position. We had Nico Verdonk then finish in 2nd spot, and well, the rear of that car may have some bumps and scrapes, that's for certain. And then in 3rd, because of a penalty for Reinhard Koffler, sorry, we've already done 3rd. It's 1st position for Lucas Maron. What a race. What a race it was.
uitmaken van het hele festijn rondom de Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Ik kan u van tevoren al vertellen dat dit altijd een cup is met heel veel actie. Er gebeurt heel veel, er wordt strak gereden. En we gaan gewoon kijken wat dit gaat brengen, want ja, we hebben nogmaals geen glazen bol. We gaan eerst even kijken nog naar de reclame en daarna terug naar de collega's boven. In dit geval Rick, want die zit natuurlijk in eentje, maar zoals gezegd, eerst de reclames.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Porsche Benelux Championship here in Assen for this weekend. This is the first race of two, and I am super excited to bring you this one. I'll be the commentator for this one, should I say. Last time I commentated on these, it was at Zolder, I believe, and that was just a super exciting racing from start to finish. And again, we're about to see the very same again, I believe. So yeah, should be very good indeed. So they're all just lining up on the grid at this stage now, which is all good. And I think Thierry Vermeulen will be starting on pole position with Dale in second spot. We will get to the grid very shortly for you all. Hopefully you're all well. Hopefully everyone's okay. As it looks like Steven van Rie finds himself at the front then. Thierry Vermeulen then in second position. Must admit that livery looks very Lotus-esque from the early 2010s. Ghislaine Cordial for Team GP Italy in the number 2, starting from third position. Hoob van Eindhoven in that very bright green Porsche for Team PGZ by JW Race Service. Starts in fourth position. Are we potentially going to see a battle between him and Vermeulen on home soil, both in the Netherlands, both Dutchies? Will one of them be able to come out on top? Dylan de Dale in the number 99. Glenn van Parijs, or Parijs, for NGT Racing. Starts on the third row of the grid in sixth position. Jan Larison, a very quick AM driver. Last time out was my surprise of the whole weekend. So expecting big things from that young man. Xavier Marson in the number 9. Sebastian Freymuth then, who has the funkiest livery on the grid every time. Last time out, actually changed his livery mid-event, which I know it's maybe normal for most people, but it blew my mind. So I don't know whether that's going to be the same case this weekend or not, but that was absolutely mind-blowing. Nicholas van Dierendonk is in the number 53 in that bright yellow and green. The championship standings are as follows. Hoop van Eindhoven leads by 3 points to Dylan Derdale. So that is the point standings for the overall championship. Then a further 2 points back is Glenn van Parijs. So right now, the front three in the championship are separated by 5 points. And do you know what the beautiful thing is? I'm actually commentating all of the last races of the season, so I am pumped for this. It is super, super exciting. In the Pro-Am Championship, Nicolas Salens leads the way on 158 points, 4 points clear of Floris Dullart. So that is close there for the Pro-Am. And then in the Am Championship, it is, well, it's Jan Larison. Larison has been absolutely sensational and actually is 6th in the overall championship as well. The points are as follows. First position will get 20 points, second will get 18, third will get 16, fourth will get 14. Then it's 12 points for fifth, sixth will get 10 points, and it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to 15th position. Here is your official grid positions. Then Thierry Vermeulen will start on pole position with Dylan Derdale. We've then got Stephen Van Ree and Glenn Parijs. We've got Hoop van Eindhoven and Xavier Maassen as your top 6. And then we've got the rest of the drivers there. 19 drivers on the grid. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a little bit of a technical hitch where it all froze for me. So I can only apologise for that. Also, the points are scored for overall. So if, let's just throw a hypothetical situation out there. Jan Larison, if he was to win this race, he gets 20 points for the overall championship. But also, he gets himself 20 points for finishing in first in the AM. So there's 2 separate championships that driver is involved in. If he was to finish in 5th position and be the lead AM driver, he would score 12 points in the Pro Championship, the overall championship, but he would also score 20 points for being the lead AM driver in the AM Championship. So hopefully that makes sense. So these drivers are indeed battling for 2 different championships. They're over in the Pro-Am or the AM, and then they're all in the overall championship. So just trying to help you understand, this is the first time you've ever clapped eyes on to this. We're almost ready to indeed rock and roll. Stephen Van Ree then will take them away at the front end of the grid. Sliding that car out. I've actually got a bit of experience with this car in iRacing. The new Porsche Cup car is in iRacing now. And yeah, these are an absolute handful, but by Lord are they fun. Should prove to be some exceptional racing. Van Ree's pretty far back in his pit box, really. I guess they all are. As they all step up then. So it's Thierry Vermeulen in 2nd spot. Stephen Van Ree is in 3rd. Is in 1st, should I say. And then we've got Ghislaine Cordial in 3rd. And then we have got Hoop van Eindhoven in 4th position in that bright green car. They all line up then on the grid. And this is going to be good. John de Wilder, also a very funky livery at the back end. Push that button. It's race time. It's the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux here at Assen. And I tell you what, it is a phenomenal start from Ghislaine in P3 and actually from Hoop van Eindhoven in P4. This could go 4 wide into turn number 1. It is going to go 4 wide into turn number 1. And through turn number 1 we go. Hoop van Eindhoven, yep, that's definitely, that'll be looked at for sure. He cut the inside there, but he might be able to go up from 4th into 1st position with the championship leaders. 3 wide in behind them as well. And it's a very good start then for Hoop van Eindhoven. Whether or not he receive a penalty for that, I'm not too sure. But ultimately, he's made it from 4th into 1st as it stands. And then behind him is Thierry Vermeulen. So those two are the leaders of the pack. Dylan Derdale in the 99. Oh, there's a big crash there. I think that is indeed going to be Jan Larison, who's been the big surprise of the season. in terms of the AM driver. He's currently 6th in the actual overall championship as well, but he is now going to have to drive all the way through the pack. Front 6 have got away nicely here, and at the front end then it is Huub van Eindhoven, Vermeulen in P2. Then we've got Dylan Derdale in P3. Stephen Van Rie has dropped down from pole position to 6th spot on the early stage of this race. Actually a front 7, front 8 cars at the front. Yes, it is. So Stephen Van Rie has dropped to 7th position then. He is just up ahead of Sebastian Fremuth. And not a good start indeed. So Eindhoven, P1. Vermeulen, P2. Derdale in P3. Paris in P4. Ghislaine Cordial finds himself in P5. Maassen up to P6. By the way, Stephen Van Rie, pole position to 7th. Terrible start then for Stephen Van Rie as they come then through the final few corners here. It is a very hotly contested top 7, top 8 positions as we come up then towards that final chicane. Huub van Eindhoven already then with a 7/10 of a second advantage. Vermeulen with a rear mirror full of Dylan Derdale. Derdale then underneath that rear wing. Can he potentially size up a move in towards turn number 1? Not too sure whether that is indeed going to be the case or not. But nothing has come up in terms of the start here. Starter isn't under investigation as of yet. I'm sure we will get word on that if that is the case. So they're coming through the first sector here. Vermeulen does indeed hang on. Bit of a squeeze out wide there. Cordial squeezing out Xavier Maassen into the pits, and Salins is into the pits. Number 97 there. Nicholas Salins, very, very unfortunate. Not a good day at all, actually, for Nicholas Salins, and actually is the lead driver of the Pro-Am Championship. Safety car's out. So safety car is out onto the circuit here, and yeah, Nicholas Salins, unfortunately, not in a good spot whatsoever. It's Jerome Kreeft as well, who's out in the number 917 from the AM Championship. As you can see, they're all coming around now. They're going to see what's happening. Safety car flags are being waved here. But where is Dullart in all of this? Well, Dullart's top 10. So as it stands, this is very interesting. This makes it very, very interesting for that Pro-Am Championship. So in terms of the points being scored right now, Dullart in 11th position. Well, actually, scrap that. Dullart being in 11th position is absolutely, yeah, it doesn't make any sense considering the Pro-Am Championship. So right now, he's going to score 18 points. He's only 4 points behind in the Pro-Ams. Here we go. Here's the race start once again. Ghislaine Cordial managed to make an incredible move through the middle of the two drivers that were on the front row of the grid, but then got squeezed out. You can see right on the, well, it was on the outside. Now going down to P5 was Cordial. And just about managed to go through. There's a spin there from Larison, so we need to see that again as to whether whose fault that was. And actually, we are going to see it here. Wondering whether it's done on his own. It looked like it was kind of just on the power too early. Lost the car. It's a car, Stephen Van Rie. Oh, yeah, it was. It was Stephen Van Rie, wasn't it? It's a terrible start then for Van Rie, but he's also spun Larison as well. So he went from pole position down to 8th position. No, then he spun Larison as well. Yeah, number 72. So that was on Stephen Van Rie there. So it went from bad to worse, and I'm pretty sure that'll be under investigation as well. Yeah, instant turn 2 is under investigation. And the poor number 97 there, Nicholas Salins, just had nowhere to go. And that's caused the damage. And no, well, I think this car just gets beached. So once you've got that momentum, you just can't stop driving the car, and I think he has, and then in the gravel. We've been talking about the flag waving technique. That's a strong 9 there, isn't it? Very good flag waving technique. It's an incident then between car 11, which is indeed Luc van der Veersten, and Jerome Kreeft is under investigation. So 24 minutes left on the clock for this race, and already incidents aplenty here, and our Larison's race is over. And it's gone from bad to worse then. That is not a good sign. Of course, there is another race this week, or tomorrow, should I say, that will indeed be run. So Larison an opportunity to potentially gain some more points. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, what happened there? Big lockup. That was a huge lockup there. Just trying to catch up to the back of the pack, and Yeah, that was not ideal. Safety car is coming in this lap, by the way. I say this lap, coming in now. So Eindhoven leads the way, 2.2 seconds it says. Don't worry about the timing. They're all going to close up very close indeed right now. So here is, you see, just trying to get temperature into the brakes down the back straight, but then just completely locks up. Very strange. Trying to catch up to the back of the pack. Here we go then. We're about to go green light racing. Eindhoven will take them away. He's already gone, actually. Yeah, he has. There we go. Van Eindhoven. So the start wasn't ever under investigation. It's going to be fine to take P1, and he will stay in P1. Vermeulen then is in P2. There's a move potentially here for P4. And again, these drivers are driving like it's their last race on Earth right now. Incredible stuff. Freemuth, though, gets a freebie from Steven Van Rie. Van Rie runs wide through turn number 1. So that's 2 race starts now that have just gone and been an absolute mess for Steven Van Rie. And he needs to get that sorted for the rest of the weekend, that's for sure. Huub van Eindhoven, by the way, just gained a load of time out of turn 4. And now as they come up through turn number 5, and he's actually been able to get away onto that long straight without anyone really in the tow. Vermeulen not quite close enough to take full advantage of that. But again, Steven Van Rie, the number 72, has gone from P1 on the grid now down to P8. There's a move being made then down the back straight. Really nice move that, to be fair. Really, really nice move from Andrei Mukovos, the Russian. Gets himself up into a point-scoring position. John de Wilder loses out. So it's actually 9th spot. But the lead then, already 9/10 of a second with 22 minutes to go in this race. We know how good Huub can be once he gets out into the lead. It's a phenomenal start. It was 4 wide, took the inside line at turn 1, and yeah, incredible stuff. So the incident between Steven Van Rie and Laursen's going to be investigated after the race. So it's not going to be investigated now, it's going to be investigated after the race. So Van Rie is going to be good, no penalties are going to be served during the race. So Huub van Eindhoven using that chicane. It's a restart's dream, really, if you're P1, that chicane. So you can back the field up into the chicane, you can go earlier than the chicane. Steven Van Rie there wasn't squeezed off, just run off circuit, just missed his braking point ever so slightly. And this is where it turned, no, he was, yeah, just completely missed his braking point. Absolute freebie then for the blue and yellow car of Freemuth. And Van Rie does recover just about to keep that spot behind Freemuth. As we're on board then with Eindhoven, 1.4 seconds then the advantage for Huub, championship leader, of course, as well, ahead of Dylan Derdale. Derdale currently in 3rd spot, so Derdale needs to get the result himself. Right now, the championship lead would be 7 points moving into tomorrow. If Huub van Eindhoven was to win and Derdale was to finish in 3rd spot, Vermeulen is currently P8 overall in this championship, so he is running well above where he would be expected to be running today as Vermeulen, but he is driving very, very well indeed. As we see some potential moves and shakes around the back end of the grid here. And are we going to get it done? Yes, we do. Great move then from Xavier Maassen, who was involved in a little bit of a scuffle earlier. It wasn't his fault earlier on in the race. But yeah, Xavier Maassen coming through the pack nicely here. Up into P4. Up into P4. As the position might be retaken here. Yes, it will be. Okay. So no messing around then. Van Parijs is going to move ahead of Ghislaine Cordial as well. So Xavier Maassen gets the job done. And here we go. Here is the potential change for position for P2. As Vermeulen just about hangs on. Great stuff from them too. Dylan Derdale, again, has a championship to go out and win. Will not be taking too many chances. Vermeulen runs wide here. Derdale's got the inside line, but as they come up then towards turn number 4, which you're seeing Huub van Eindhoven go through now, he will have the inside line. Well, actually, he had the outside line in the end, but it doesn't matter because Vermeulen runs off circuit. He gets held off circuit effectively, and up to P2 Derdale goes. Huub van Eindhoven is going to be looking in that rear view mirror thinking, this is brilliant, this is beautiful, this is exactly what I need to see. And Xavier Maassen, though, it's like his birthdays and Christmases all rolled into one. All these positions that are closing up to him, and he'll want to try and get onto that 2nd stop at the podium and potentially move forward towards Huub van Eindhoven, who we have seen in the past not quite have the stamina to run the whole 30-minute race at the level he is at right now. Tends to, in the last 10 minutes, drop off his pace if he's leading. But then again, that could be race management as well, so who knows. Surely, I'm definitely not criticising the driver, that's for sure. But look at this battle for P2. This is very similar to what we've just had in the DTM Trophy, actually. We had Lucas Mauron leading the way by about 7 seconds by the end, and then it was a train of 8 cars that were all battling for second spots. Here we go. We can see the move being made up the inside by Dale. Vermeulen is off the circuit. He uses this, yeah, he runs out wide. So he uses this, he tries to outbrake himself on the curbing. And then once he runs off circuit on the exit, Dale is not letting him back on that track. He wants that position, and you can only... Yeah, you can only respect that move realistically. You're always going to see very strong moves in the Carrera Cups around the world. And there's a big lock-up again there. So that is Nicholas Salins in the number 97. But yeah, you're always going to see strong moves in the Carrera Cups, wherever you watch it from around the world. The Benelux version is no different, that's for sure. As Ghislaine Cordill, again, starting on the front 4 of the grid, finds himself falling backwards here. Stephen Van Ree, I think, is going to gain that position. So turn 4 proving to be a very big menace with these cars. Can't rely on any assists with these cars. It's all about driving ability. And you can see Freymouth then in the number 31. Doesn't quite gain the position here. So Cordill is going to hold on to P6. Freymouth then will be in P7. Thierry Vermeulen's got a black and white flag already. 17 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And that means you've got one more, and you are Dunsky. And that is a big spin there. That is not ideal at all. That is a big old spin. That is Floris Dulla, I believe. Cordill now has also got themselves a black and white flag. That means that they've exceeded track limits enough to be warranted a warning, ladies and gentlemen. That means if they do it one more time now, they are in for a 5-second penalty. Oh, it's Stephen Van Ree. So it was Stephen Van Ree that's fallen backwards here. So I apologise there to Dulla, my bad. Camera was quite far away. But yeah, Stephen Van Ree was on pole position. Down in P12 now. Not a good day in the office at all. 16 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this race. And what are we seeing here then? Well, everyone just checks up. Yeah, Cordill just gets run off the circuit there. And, well, yeah, makes an overtake by using the rallycross version of Assen. And ultimately, yeah, just stays there. It's taking the Formula 1 2021 line. Ooh, a bit of contact there as well. Xavier Marson. Glenn Van Parijs just letting Xavier Marson know that he's behind him. Little Porsche Carrera Cup high five. As here's the move by Freymouth. Oh, pins the apex nicely. Yeah, Cordill just runs wide again. Turn 4 is an absolute menace for these cars. Although, position retaken into the chicane. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Freymouth had nothing. What could Freymouth do there? Ghislaine Cordill has tried to make a move that just wasn't really ever on. Lucky to get it back going, to be honest. As we just looked at Luc van der Feesten in that number 11. Oh, and that number 97, Nicholas Salen's car, is an absolute mess at the front there. Yep. That is not aerodynamically sound. That is an expensive Porsche. And, well, has the indicator on as if to say, I'm coming into the pits, but didn't. So Van Eindhoven still leads them. 3.7 seconds now the advantage here to Dale. Verdonk. No, it's not Verdonk, it's Vermeulen. Thierry Vermeulen is in P3, 1.6 seconds behind. And we've got Xavier Marson. So Xavier Marson really has closed up here. You can see he's the middle of those 3 cars that we're on board with right now. Then Glenn Van Parijs, who again is currently 3rd in the championship, I believe. So let me just, the overall. Yeah, he is. So he is currently 5 points behind Van Eindhoven, but sitting down in 5th position is only going to get 12 points. So it's going to be 13 points behind by the end of today's racing, if it stays as it is. So Glenn Van Parijs is going to try and make some moves as quick as he possibly can. Dylan Dale currently in 2nd spot. Yeah, this is good. Again, he's going to lose 2 points of the advantage to Huub van Eindhoven, so it's currently 3. Huub's on 141 points. Oh, Cordeel's got a 5-second penalty now. So Cordeel down in P11. He's got a 5-second penalty. Would currently be getting 5 points. But actually would lose 3 positions here. Go down to P14 as it stands, so would actually lose 3 points. We'll go down to 2. So not good at all here. And track limits have been a menace. Bastien Freymouth now with a black and white flag as well. Currently P6. We'll need to be very, very careful with half this race to go. But yeah, expect Van Parijs to be very quick near the end of this race. Very much able to keep the tyres in check. Very solid driver, or a very smooth driver, should I say. As Thierry Vermeulen, all in the zone in... Sorry, De Dale is all in the zone in second spot. Vermeulen's currently in third, of course, at the head of this little train here. A bit of a mistake, runs wide through turn number 1. Maassen is going to try and take full advantage here in at number 9, and he's got a little bit of breathing room from the car behind of Van Parijs. So I think right now is the opportunity to make the move. Is he going to send one at the inside through turn number 4? Not quite close enough. Thought about it, and actually is now going to be under a lot of pressure here from Van Parijs. On the power early, though, all 3 of them are. And these 3 are in fine fettle, that's for sure, along that back straight. And is anybody going to be able to slipstream and take advantage? Not much slipstream in these cars, to be fair. Able to catch up through the chicane on the back straight to come through turn 6 and turn 7. Huub van Eindhoven already through turn 8 as half of Cordeel's car is there on the circuit. And actually, if anything, this has been a fantastic lap for Vermeulen. He's caught up a little bit to De Dale, but also he's gapped Maassen and Van Parijs. Van Parijs then is going to try a little move up the inside. Again, not really a slow enough corner to send one under braking. As we come up towards the back end of this circuit, up towards that final chicane once again, after they go through this very fast, frantic Assen Sector 3. And what are we watching here then? Yeah, there is Cordeel's part of the car. And the track limit's not being used on the exit, but that will be an easy... Well, I couldn't really adhere to the track limits because I hit a part of a car that sent me off there. Van Parijs then, championship on the line. Of course, over the next 4 rounds, needs as many positions as possible. As he currently sits 3rd in the championship and wants to catch up to De Dale, wants to catch up to Huub van Eindhoven. But right now, he's got Xavier Maassen right in front of him. Xavier Maassen making that Porsche as wide as 2 Porsches as it stands. As you come up then towards turn number 4, how patient is Van Parijs going to be? Well, he's squared Maassen up here, and he's not being very patient there at all, actually. He's run out of road. He's on the power nice and early here, and it will be a little bit of side-by-side action. And has he got the run here? It's going to be up towards that chicane. Black and white flag now for De Dale, who's running out on his own in P2, does not want a 5-second penalty. Gets a 5-second penalty here. He loses positions to people like Van Parijs. So does not want to be going across the white lines again here and needs to just consolidate. Do you know what? P1 might not be here, but I need to make sure I keep hold of P2. 10 minutes to go. His engineer will definitely be telling that in his ear. Keep within those lines. Do not get a 5-second penalty. You're not far enough ahead. Right now, you would lose 3 positions. Xavier Maassen, though, doing a fantastic job here of holding on. So momentarily, as they cross the timing beam, Van Parijs was ahead. But he didn't stay ahead here. So here's the mistake then. Just got a tiny lock-up for the front right. It's so easy to do in these cars. So easy to do in these cars. And again, Van Parijs was just ahead on the outside line as they come into the chicane, but Xavier Maassen just about holds on. But how long is he going to be able to hold on? Under braking now, every single time he brakes and locks up the wheels, it's going to lock up on the same part of that tyre each and every time, which is just only going to make the tyre worse as the race goes on. And once again, a battle through sector number 1. A very late turn in there by Xavier Maassen, and I think he had a plan there to force Van Parijs to stay out wide, and it's worked right now. Stephen Van Rie, by the way, up to P7 again. So Stephen Van Rie absolutely flying through the pack as it stands. And this is again where Van Parijs managed to... Oh, time penalty. I don't know who the time penalty was for. 5-second time penalty for car number 96. No, it says 96. There is no 96 in this championship. So I'm thinking That is for Vermeulen. There is no 96. There's no 96 in this, so I think that's for 69. I think that's Thierry Vermeulen. I will get that confirmed for you all, of course, but I think you'll find that P3 right now has just got themselves a 5-second penalty. Which is really good news for Van Parijs. He'll gain some spots. So Cordial has got themselves a time penalty. 5 seconds. That's a second 5-second penalty of the race for them. That's 10 seconds. Currently in 11th. It is. So Vermeulen has got themselves a 5-second time penalty. Will lose that to Xavier Martin and Van Parijs as it stands. And yeah, Vermeulen's going to be absolutely gutted here. Will be absolutely gutted as we head then through that final chicane. And right now, Xavier Martin needs to hold up Van Parijs, but Vermeulen's going to be hoping that these two battle for the rest of this race, because if they do, they could indeed fall out of that 5-second window, and he only would lose one position to indeed, well, no one. Actually, yeah, potentially, if these two battle like they are, he's going to not lose that podium. So he wants these two to just really go door to door for the next 8 minutes, and then that means he can hold on to that podium. Again, Cordial has now got 15 seconds of time penalties. He is going to end up finishing right at the back of the grid at this rate. It's like the Oprah Winfrey show. He's got another 5-second time penalty. 14 seconds after the 15 seconds of penalties, he adds it up to 20. So it's like Oprah Winfrey. You have a penalty. No, you have a penalty. And actually, there's a bit of a mistake there again from Xavier Martin. He run wide there. Is Martin on a warning? I don't think he is. Van Parijs has got a black and white flag, though, for track limits. I think Xavier Martin might get one as well here. But yeah, Van Parijs now needs to be very, very careful. It's 3.6 seconds. These two are now behind Vermeulen. So as it stands, Vermeulen, with that 5-second time penalty, is going to lose 2 spots, but if he can gain maybe 9/10 of a second, he would only lose 1. If he can gain 1.4 seconds, he would lose 0 positions. And oh, there's a mistake there from Xavier Martin again. And I'm surprised that the number 9 car hasn't had a warning as of yet. So there's the black and white for number 15. So that's that confirmed for Van Parijs. So he needs to be a little bit more careful here as they come through turn number 1 into 2. And again, it's very such a unique sector number 1. It is like having Portimao and China, the GP layouts, combined. Such a unique circuit. So slow through the first circuit, and then it's so quick for the rest of it. Really, really, really promotes great racing, as we've seen all weekend. So along the back straight, there's 6 minutes to go in the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Race 1 of the weekend. Of course, we get to do all this again tomorrow. Exciting times. And are we going to see the potential for an overtake here? The gap now 3.9 seconds. Xavier Martin to Vermeulen with 5 minutes 48 seconds to go. If Vermeulen can find that 1 extra second here, that 5-second time penalty will not matter. So Vermeulen with a big opportunity here just to drive quick, drive clean. Nothing to worry about behind him in terms of pressure. Nothing to worry about in front. Although he could potentially get Durdale. Durdale does not have a penalty, so. But he is on a warning. So if Vermeulen could potentially force a mistake from Durdale, they both have a penalty, then the position the racing becomes for the position, effectively. So yeah, lots of action still to play out. To come through that final chicane. Seems like everyone's been a little bit more sensible around this circuit now when they've all been told, you're going to get 5 seconds added to your race time, and how close the racing is, that's absolutely huge. So through turn number 1 once again, both of them again, within the mayo and the mustard. Through turn number 2, and they're actually now being caught by Freymuth here. So Freymuth, of course, we know how quick Freymuth can be. That indicates they're still on. It's going to have no battery power by the end of this race. His Salins. And that is going to be a big old fix job. Hopefully there's no damage underneath it. It's more cosmetic. A 5-second stop and go penalty for car 72. Steven Van Ree. Oh dear. And the same for car number 99. De Dale. Oh no. De Dale then, P2 in this race, has got a 5-second stop and go penalty for the violation of track limits. So that is huge. That is, you know, you come through the pitch, you've got to stop for 5 seconds. So Stephen Van Rie and De Dale are both going to drop down here. So now all of a sudden, Van Parijs and Maarsen's battle is for a podium. Vermeulen now is almost 5 seconds clear of those two drivers as well. And that is very, very unfortunate indeed. It looks like, yeah, Stephen Van Rie, hold on. So has it been changed? Right, maybe it was a mistake, the 5-second stop and go penalty, because Van Rie's now been given a 5-second penalty. As Van Parijs then trying to make the move. This is literally playing into the hands now of Vermeulen, so they're good here. So yeah, De Dale is a 5-second penalty. Okay, so I don't think they're going to be having to come in for a stop and go. And actually, De Dale's now been given another further 5 seconds. So it's going to be a 10-second time penalty. And now, all of a sudden, this is a genuine battle for a podium between these two. So whoever finishes ahead of each other here will be on the podium. The time penalties will figure themselves out as they cross the line later on. So I'm not going to try and do too much maths during this race, guys. 25-second time penalty now effectively for Cordeal. And now the car number 20 at the back end of the P17 has got a black and white flag warning. And yeah, track limits have been an absolute nightmare for every driver in every car class this weekend thus far. So incident between Van Parijs and Maarsen is under investigation. Well, I didn't see anything awry between them two, but I guess it's under investigation. With 2 minutes to go, I guess we'll be heading on to our final lap of the race. No, we've got 2 more. So yeah, Huub van Eindhoven has indeed crossed the line. 2 more laps remain then of this race. Gerris now has got a black and white flag, currently down in P13. I think if you haven't got a warning at this stage of the race, you are not one of the cool kids. So yeah, everybody's got to have that black and white flag for their collection at this stage of the weekend. Yesterday, during a DTM Trophy practice session, there was more than 60 times deleted because of track limits. It was absolutely mind-boggling. So yeah, this is nothing new. This circuit, as well as Red Bull Ring last 2 weeks ago, I was commentating at the Red Bull Ring. That was also very much the same. So there's certain circuits where people take liberties with the track limits and others, and you'd prefer them to be strict and let everybody get away with everything, because obviously then it wouldn't be a fair playing ground. Some people will take more chances than others, so at least everyone being under strict. Oh dear, that is not good for De Wilde. De Wilde then, who was currently P8, and I think may have just lost, he may be down to P12 here. Van Rie with another 5-second time penalty. He just wants to get back to the motorhome at this stage. Not interested at all in anything else. So De Wilde, squeezes into the number 4. He's pit maneuvered himself there. Yeah, absolutely pit maneuvered himself. Floris Dullard with a really nice move up the inside. But just got squeezed. There was no need for it. He had the inside line for the next corner. He was golden. Huub van Eindhoven. Oh, Vermeulen's got another penalty, another time penalty. So right now then, I think you'll find that Van Parijs and Maarsen are fighting for P2. De Dale and Vermeulen have both got 10-second time penalties. Oh, man. So right now, Maarsen and Van Parijs are battling for P2, but they're in 4th and 5th. Yeah, this is incredible stuff. Freymouth maybe in the offering for... Oh, he could potentially be in the offering for a 4th position here. Oh, this is super, super close, isn't it? I think he's just outside of that. Oh, big lock-up then from Maarsen. And right now, Van Parijs, this could be, again, birthdays, Christmases, all rolled into one. If he could gain this position on Van Maarsen, come second. I've just added a Van to Maarsen's name because everyone else has got a Van in their name, by the way. There is no Van in Maarsen's name. It's Xavier Maarsen, just to let you know. Sorry, apologies to any Van fans out there. There's a bollard on the circuit as well. And Eindhoven, well, he's been caught by Dodell. I told you, at the end of races, he just tends to struggle. But I guess if he's been told by his engineer that the 2 cars behind him have both got 10-second time penalties, he's got 0, then you've got no worries even if you get overtaken, really. So again, this is just more of a parade lap before the parade lap, right? A victory lap before the victory lap. As we've got a spinner here, that's car number 53. Oh dear, that is not good there for Nicholas van Dierendonk, especially on the last lap. That's not what you need. The gap now coming down to under a second here. So the championship, as it stands, Van Eindhoven's just going to get 20 points. He's going to end up on 161. I think De Dale, I wonder if Van Eindhoven is maybe just trying to slow De Dale down and try and push him towards the other cars in terms of time. Van Eindhoven's going to take the victory here. Don't let that take away, the time penalty take away from him actually finishing in first position. We've then got De Dale and Vermeulen who finish in second and third, but I don't think they are. So I think you'll find that Maassen and Paris are going to be second and third. So that will need to be it is. So there we go. So Maassen moves up to third position. De Dale hasn't been given his penalties as of yet. We're seeing the spin here then from Van Dierendonk. On the power too early. Like a dog chasing its tail. Tail becomes the head. Off we go round. So easy to do at the early stages of a race, let alone when there's absolutely 0 grip in the tyres anymore. So across the line then we will go. Huub van Eindhoven on home soil will take the victory here. We're just waiting for the clarification as to exactly what's going down in terms of the race positions. Because I think De Dale and Vermeulen, who have finished in second and third, are going to finish in 4th and 5th. Huub van Eindhoven, he's not going to be too worried about it though. He's gone out and done what he needed to do. P4 on the start grid. And by turn 1, he was P1. Incredible scenes. So it says De Dale was finished in P2 and Maassen P3. Freemuth is finishing in P4. Vermeulen P5. And then it's Van Parijs. So Van Parijs has got a penalty as well, I think, somewhere along the line. Yeah, car number 15. Had a black and white flag. But did he get a penalty? Yeah. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, there we go. He did get a 5-second penalty, so just to confirm that. So that's why Van Parijs does finish in 6th. So it is going to be Eindhoven, De Dale, and Xavier Maassen. Apologies, I'm trying to make as much sense of this as possible and try and make it as easy for people at home watching, following this broadcast as possible. But there were so many time penalties there that it becomes very, very difficult. But we get a second chance to get it right tomorrow. That's the main thing, ladies and gentlemen. That is the main thing. But as they all come in then towards the pit lane, again, the one driver who's not going to give any cares in the world, it is going to be Huub van Eindhoven. So Huub van Eindhoven picking up P1, and he's going to now extend his championship lead quite considerably as well. Huub van Eindhoven then is your race winner on home soil. He's going to be loving it. We've got De Dale in second, and then Xavier Maassen, another Dutchie, finishing on the podium. We've then got Freemuth in 4th position, Vermeulen in 5th, Glenn van Parijs in 6th. We've got Dullart and Van Ree in 7th and 8th. Mukavos and Gerris are your top 10. And actually, there's 5 Dutchies in your top 10. Home crowd will be going wild. Talking of wild, John de Wilder finishes in 11th. We've got Toonkens in 12th, Van Dierendonk and Cordeel in 13th and 14th. And, yep, still can't read very fast, unfortunately. But there's Huub van Eindhoven, a very happy Dutchie. So I'm going to leave you now with the podium ceremony. And we'll be back tomorrow for the next race in this incredible championship. And I'm sure it will be just as special as what we saw today.
5, race 1 here in Assen, and we start with the overall P3. In the car number 9, we have our third place driver, Xavier Marchand. Congratulations! We have the car 99 with Dylan Derdale. Congratulations! The winning driver in the car number 10 from the Netherlands, Huub van Eindhoven. Congratulations! And to honor our winner, to honor Huub van Eindhoven, we listen to the Dutch national anthem. What a day, what a race, what a podium. Guys, these are your trophies. Please take them and present them up in the air to the photographers. Smile, and I will smile as well. Standing ovations, and now it's time for champagne. So that was the overall podium. We have 2 ceremonies to come. We have the Pro-Am category as well, with our top 3 drivers as well.